All right, so come out here to Warsaw, and I'll show you what it looks like where I'm at. So that's the beginning of the wreck right there. Those are all fish. And then you can see the sides of it right there on side imaging. So it's a pretty good size wreck. Or I don't know. I don't know if it's a wreck or not. It's just stuff that got sunk out here by either Bay County or state of Florida, one or the other. So anyway, we're gonna fish here, see what we can do, and then we'll probably run back to the house. Well, I can't get a bite here. And there are fish here, but they are definitely not wanting to bite. So we're gonna look somewhere else. Where I'm headed now is to one of the bridge spans that's out here in the Warsaw area. We'll try it. If we don't catch anything here, then I'll start heading back in. We're only, I don't know, probably 5 miles or maybe a little bit better than 5 miles from St. Andrews. Feels like a snapper. About a beeliner. Pretty nice one too. He's 13. So I'll keep a couple. Whatever it is, I got it. Pretty good fish. I suspect it's a mackerel. We'll see. Yeah, it's a big mackerel. Oh, it's an amberjack. It's an amberjack. Oh, amberjack. He's a real nice one. I don't think they're in season right now anyway, but they are a lot of fun to catch. And he wouldn't be big enough to keep even if they were in season. All right. Well, we came back into just inside the 3 mile line, and we're going to pull up on a old wreck out here that I fish occasionally. A couple of years ago, I caught a 22-inch mangrove off of it, so it keeps me coming back. Big mangroves are hard to find here for me. Now, if I could go out, 10 to 15 miles, then I could probably get into them better, but I'm not doing it in the bay boat. This is a fairly small bit of structure that's out here. It's listed as a wreck from like 1980. It doesn't have a name that I'm aware of. It's still in 65 feet of water. And I'll show it to you. So that's it right there. And you can see the fish on it. So we'll see what we can catch. There we go. Big fish. Just snap my rod. And that's why I come out here. That's a big old gag grouper. Big old pretty thing. We'll see how big he is. He's 29 inches long. A really nice, big, pretty gag. Unfortunately, it's a gag. So they got to be released. What I'm using for bait is Boston mackerel. Just pretty good sized chunks of Boston mackerel. They're probably 3 inches long. That feels like another snapper. Another really nice red snapper. That's the kind you want when the season's open. All right, I'm gonna call it a day. It's been a pretty good day. It was beautiful out here up until just the last few minutes, and it's still not bad. The waves are starting to build. The wind's coming out of the south, blowing straight into me. So it's going to get rough. It's supposed to be bad tomorrow and all weekend, but I had a pretty good day. I wasn't planning on keeping a whole lot of fish. I was hunting for a keeper trigger fish. Caught a bunch of triggers, no keepers. Caught a 17-inch lane snapper that I'm taking home with me. That's probably my biggest lane snapper that I've ever caught. Caught a 13-inch beeliner, so I'm taking it home. So so I've got two. Caught a really, really big gag grouper. Snapped a rod. That's unusual, but it did. But caught a bunch of red snapper. I mean, it was just a nice day to come fishing, and so I'm glad I came. I probably won't be back until, I don't know, maybe the middle of next week. I've got a couple of guys that are wanting to go Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Going to depend on what I end up doing with my father-in-law, but so I may be back out here middle of next week. But appreciate you watching the video. I hope you learned something. The furthest I went was about 5 miles from St. Andrew State Park. Went out to the Warsaw site, and that's where I was catching the beeliners. The only thing I could catch out there was beeliners, and most of them were small. That one that I kept is 13. That was the biggest one I caught. But sitting on this little bitty wreck right here and catching grouper and red snapper. And the ones I caught were keepers. The red snapper were keeper size, but they're out of season too. So, but you know, it's not difficult to get out here and find the fish. Everything I'm fishing is public numbers. I'm not fishing secrets. I hope you enjoy the video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, it doesn't cost you anything. I won't bother you. YouTube doesn't bother you unless you ring the bell, and then they'll notify you when I release new videos. But I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.